So I was in the lab, and I came across some pretty disgusting oki traps that'll up your damage and keep you in advantage for longer. Let's get straight into it. So after a down forward 1-2 into heat dash, usually, the best follow-up we can get is a CD3 for 49 damage. But when we're close to a wall, our opponent is in a very vulnerable get-up position, which is face down feet away, whilst not being able to tech roll. To fully take advantage of this, we can do a while rising 4-4, by either manually crouching or by doing it out of crouch dash. By doing this, we re-spike the opponent, leaving them in a similar get-up position. After the while rising 4-4, we can transition into Heaven's Wrath and get either a guaranteed Heaven's Wrath 3+4 for 66 damage, or a guaranteed Heaven's Wrath 4-2-2, quarter circle 1+2 for a whopping 74 damage. Just make sure you delay the last hit for better damage scaling. So the catch is that if the opponent stays down and doesn't move at all, the first hit of while standing 4-4 will whiff. The second hit will connect grounded, but the opponent will be able to tech. If they do anything else, including side roll, everything will connect. A little bonus tip. If the opponent doesn't get they aren't allowed to stand up, you can actually just keep chaining while standing 4-4s together until they get out of alignment. We do this by transitioning into Heaven's Wrath, then pressing down forward, immediately letting go, then pressing 4-4 again. A little scummy, but definitely a hilarious way to get your opponent to plug on you. So the next situation we'll cover is after your SEN3 heat dash near the wall. Usually we do a dash down 4-1, which is decent damage, but we can do better. If we take a full sidestep left, then do a quick instant while standing 4-4, we spike our opponents in the same way as before. Unlike the previous situation, however, Heaven's Wrath 4 won't work, and our opponent can tap up to avoid 3+4. If the opponent does anything other than tap up, 3+4 will connect. This particular sequence does 80 damage in total. If the opponent taps up, instead we can do Heaven's Wrath 2, and after forward 4 to spike, the situation is reset. It is honestly ridiculous. So realistically, most of our opponents are going to be holding back, so our best bet is Heaven's Wrath 3+4. But notice we spike the opponent again. With an instant while standing 4-4, we recreate the very first situation, where Heaven's Wrath 4-2-2 quarter circle 1+2 works again. This sequence did 126 damage in total. So yeah, I know the opponent can just stay down, but I'm not sure if anybody really expects this to be possible. Just be careful though, as the more ridiculous you make it, the faster your opponent will adapt. You may have picked up on this already, but yes, these work with other moves that knock down in this manner. Heaven's Wrath 1-4 also gives the face-down feet-away situation. Counter hit down 2 as well, but you need to delay your while standing 4-4, otherwise it'll whiff. You can do this with Fukuteki for style points. Another way of setting this up is with a basic wall combo, using 3+4 at the end to spike your opponent. Conveniently, after 3+4 you're in crouch, so you can do while standing 4-4 from here. Here your opponent is face up feet away, but you can still get Heaven's Wrath 2 if they're holding back. If your opponent taps up, stays down, or side rolls, they can avoid this. Heaven's Wrath 3+4 will hit grounded and chip your opponent, so it's a safe bet in that case. If you have heat active, you can heat dash out of Heaven's Wrath 2. The opponent can tech here, but if they don't, you get another while standing 4-4 into Heaven's Wrath 2. This can be entirely avoided by staying down, so if your opponent does this, you can get a crouch cancel down 4-1 or CD3. This same scenario can be recreated out in the open as well. Say there's no wall in sight. Instead of your usual ender, you can finish your combo with while standing 4-4. And it's the same as the last scenario. Heaven's Wrath 2 to catch people holding back, and 3+4 if they're staying down. If you made it this far, great job. I hope you enjoy terrorizing online with this new tech. Like and subscribe for more, and as always, thanks for watching.